Hello. I'm doing a bit of a kind of Ashens thing today. I don't normally do unboxing videos, but I thought I would make an exception today because I got something rather nice in the mail, and it's this. This is Johnny Alpha from the comic book series Strontium Dog, which is a British comic book series that's been running since around about 1979, I think. Originally appeared in a British comic called Star-Lord, and Star-Lord was very short-lived. It ran for about a year, from 79 to 80. Don't quote me on that. But it eventually merged with 2000 AD, which was another British comic book, a weekly comic book that is still going. And in fact, this character, Johnny Alpha, and his series, Strontium Dog, carried on in the pages of 2000 AD. And he's basically more well known for the 2000 AD run than the brief run that he had with Star-Lord. So this figure was part of a series that came out around 99, the 2000 AD Collector's Series. And you can even see on here that it's got a KB Toys sticker, and it was reduced. I don't even think KB Toys exist anymore. Since I've lived here in America, I've never seen a KB Toys. But this figure was part of a series. If we turn it over, there's some information here on the character Johnny Alpha. It says Johnny Alpha is an interplanetary bounty hunter with the Galactic Crime Commission's search and destroy agents. Nicknamed Strontium Dog, he is also a mutant whose eyes emit alpha rays. These enable him to see through solid objects and break the will of his quarry. Alpha is the best of the Strontium Dogs, feared across the galaxy by fugitives and criminals. And then it gives some information about his the accessories that come with the figure: an electro nux, which is like a electronic knuckle duster; a time drogue, which is a bomb that the Strontium Dogs have that they can throw and kind of time travel effectively. They can in a very early Strontium Dog story, Johnny Alpha throws a time drogue into a window on an alien planet where he's been tasked with killing, I think his name is Max Quarks or something like that. And what he does is he sends Max Quarks 2 days into the future when the planet has shifted, in its orbit, and so Quarks is transported into outer space and dies immediately. And then a beam polarizer, it kind of draws laser beams or something towards it. And then there are credits over here. Character created by John Wagner and Carlos Esquerra. Wagner and Esquerra also created Judge Dredd, probably the most famous creation. Character modelling, lead sculptor Dean Musson, art finisher, and packaging developer. And then at the bottom here, it's got some of the other figures that were available. This was Wave 1. I don't believe there was ever a Wave 2. But we have Judge Dredd here. Cy Judge Anderson, Judge Death, Durham Red, Durham Red was a character who originally appeared in Strontium Dog, was then spun off into her own series, Strontium Dogs, and eventually into the series Durham Red, all in 2000 AD. And Slain and Ukko, which was a kind of Celtic warrior series. So yeah, I actually really like the look of this character. They've done a pretty good job, considering he has this incredibly garish 1970s costume. I really rather like what they've done with that. So I think we should probably just open him up and have a look. Okay, so here he is out of the box. I'm actually quite impressed with this figure. For a figure from 99, he's actually quite well articulated. His arms move up and down. He's got joints in his elbows, wrist joints. Actually, his hands come off. Got his electronux just there. His Westinghouse gun and shotgun, which fits in these rather oversized holsters. I mean, this was the 70s, remember, when this character was designed. Yeah, I really like this figure. It's the face has really captured Carlos Esquera's kind of art, and best of all, something that I didn't know is that the helmet breaks in two, and you actually have Johnny Alpha's, I'm sure I can get that in focus, but Johnny Alpha's full, beautiful, luxuriant head of hair just here, and he's got the SD on his badge for Search and Destroy, or Strontium Dog, of course. So, yeah, I really, really like this figure. It was well worth the dollars that I paid for it. But, you know, the thing is that this is the only Johnny Alpha figure that's available. 3A, who are an Australian company who do very high-quality figures, were meant to bring one out in the same scale. I think they showed it at Toy Fairs back in 2016, but it never materialized. So this is pretty much the best Johnny Alpha figure you're going to get, because it's the only Johnny Alpha figure you're going to get, and that, as it hasn't been produced since '99. So all it needs now is for me to put Durham Red, his fellow Strontium Dog, with him, and I think I'll go and put them up on my shelf with my other action figures. Okay, and here he is with Durham Red. There's Judge Dredd and Judge Anderson behind, and Judge Death over there. So, yes, the 2000 AD collection grows. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.